I have a hot take. So the rhetoric that women expire at age 30 is just a way for society to keep us small.
This is a question for men. What is it about the modern woman that rubs you the wrong way? Well, I'm alone again. I'm going too far again.
The attitude that modern women carry is what's keeping the men away from them.
The term that I keep hearing bandied about on here is hitting the wall. Several men have said that I have hit the wall.
Gotten a lot of comments from men saying that they are not looking for a modern woman.
How can expire at 30? In fact,
Hitting the wall knocks them back into their senses, but by that time, it's too late.
I am the problem. I went on a date with this guy, and he was like, it's getting late. Do you want to come back to my place? And I was like, sure, but I'm not going to sleep with you. Like, that's not happening. And he was like, that's totally fine. Just come over. And I was like, cool. So I go to his place.
Ain't no way. You already know what I'm trying to do. If I go over, I'm going to keep it all the way real.
Respects my wishes. He's so nice. He cuddles me all night. And I'm like, are you like what? And like I just wanted him to like try, and then for me to be like, no, you know what I mean? I wasn't gonna sleep with him. I feel ugly. This is why.
This is proof that even if you give a woman exactly what she asks for, it will never be enough. This right here is girl math. There's a reason why multiple men are saying to stay single. What exactly did she expect to happen? And she had the audacity to call this man for respecting her wishes. What a shame.
People need to start getting asked to be set up. It is truly, like we were saying before, like the most human thing.
So I met this bet with my boss like a couple years ago, and I've now added my best friend, her husband, and a couple other friends. But I feel like I'm just going to open it up to the general public because I'm good for it. So the bet/offer is if you introduce me to my husband and I marry him, I will give you $5,000. I don't have to stay married to him for long. I can get divorced in 20 years. It doesn't matter. But if you introduce me to a man that I walk down the aisle and get married to, I will give you $5,000. My DMs are open.
Okay, let's talk about this. So, I'm offering a $5,000 referral bonus to anyone who finds me a husband. Yes, the video you just saw, that is her. That is who the New York Post wrote about. So, here's my thing.
Bruh, if she actually being honest about this, this is where it's heading. This is why they say buy a dog not alone, because this is where it's going to be headed, and women don't get it. And women don't rethink, you know what I'm saying, rethinking the simple fact that they're going to get a top-notch man because they slept with the top-notch man. Bruh, this is how desperate they're going to be.
This is what men keep telling us. We want to say that they're being mean and bashing women. When they tell us that you will hit the wall, once you enter your mid-30s, they are not lying.
This is a lawyer who is also a white blonde woman begging for a man. The wall is no joke. Mission impossible. Women will never listen when they are young and beautiful because life is their oyster in their prime years. Strong, independent don't need a man until I'm about to hit the wall. This woman should have thought about that when the nerd or guy with a 925 asked them out, and they friend-zoned them. Too late. Us good guys are busy. This is just hilarious. I don't know too many men that would be willing to step up and be a husband at this point. To be honest, I don't think this woman really care about the marriage. She probably just wants the ring because this is quite desperate.
What should a woman bring to a relationship? Do you pay half the bills? Is everything 50-50?
No, it's not 50-50. Like, he should pay for it all.
So what should a woman do?
Exist.
See, this is what I'm talking about right here. These type of unattractive, below attractive, out of shape ass chicks slept with a good looking dude once, twice, maybe 3 times in their life. Now they think they deserve the best. Bruh. Buy a dog, die alone, bruh. It's facts. Because or buy a cat, die alone, we do work. But you gonna be living with an animal because ain't no man gonna be want to deal with you.
Well, She feels like women should only exist. Could you elaborate a little bit on that for me?
We don't owe mention. That's coming from a married woman.
Okay, so
Clean my house. My husband cleans my house.
I love it.
She doesn't cook. I don't. I cook sometimes, but hot dogs. Hot dogs. Glizzies.
So what do you do in a relationship?
Bruh, whoever this man's husband is, get rid of her, bruh. ASAP. Or get rid of that weight, either or.
Birthed his children.
High calories and low IQ.
A term that I keep hearing bandied about on here is hitting the wall.
Just so you know, the only people that are really allowed to exist without doing anything are children. Are you saying that you're a child?
Several men have said that I have hit the wall. I'm not going to let that get me down because upon further research, the term refers to any woman over age 29 because by that age she has allegedly lost all of her sexual...
No, hitting the wall is any woman who can't drop an egg, plant a seed, you know what I'm saying? Who can't birth children. That's hitting the wall, women. I like we saying hitting the wall mean like you can't get a man or you just go out of luck, you can't find nobody. No. Hitting the wall mean you can't provide a man with the most impressionable, most valuable thing that he needs from a woman, and that's a children. That's what
or hit the wall. Men, do some of you really believe this to be true? Let me know.
As a matter of fact, yes, but 35 is more accurate. Hitting the wall is for women who spent half of their entire lives following this feminism garbage. Those types of women are usually man-haters, and women that are trying to compete with men. Only when they get older than they realize that they actually need a man in their lives. It's really unfortunate. But as a woman ages, her pool in the dating market slowly starts to diminish. At that point, most of them become invisible to men, and the men starts to go after younger women. A lot of women consider that to be a manipulation tactic, but it's just the bitterness from their failures of keeping a man that's coming out. It's really hypocritical because they were doing the same thing when they...
Like, the funny part about it is women, like, let's just keep it all the way 100. Women use sex as a, as as one of the things, as validation to make them think that men actually want them for long term. No. Just because men want sex from you doesn't mean that men want to have you long term. You can have sex with a man, and that man can have no intentions on dating you, first of all. Second of all, you can have sex with a man, and when a man gets you, he might want to try to take you serious, but you might be so fucking annoying that he might be like, okay, I'm out. I ain't dealing with this no more. So that's one of the things that make women feel stupid when they think they can use sex to keep a man. No, you can only use sex to get a man. You can't use sex to keep him. You gotta do other things to keep the man.
Younger.
Hello, it's Dave.
Still doing it and saying it's okay to do it. But when a man does it, he's a predator. That's interesting.
For being single, and I broke my 1-day streak of not crying. And I keep telling myself, I'm repeating this mantra, I am a strong, independent woman, and I do not need a partner to feel fulfilled, happy, or safe. And I want you to know that you are also a strong, independent person, and you do not need a partner to be fulfilled, happy, or safe, even if your freaking tear ducts don't know it.
Are women still traditional today?
What does that mean? Define traditional.
You're low body count, not going out a lot.
Women are not traditional. Women can do whatever the fuck they want.
Would you say that women still prefer a traditional type of man?
No.
You guys are okay with like protecting the man yourself, providing for the man yourself?
I mean, it's weak anyway, so I feel like women can do the job for themselves.
Okay, I understand you're saying you do want to, right? But the question is, do you prefer that?
You told me no, sir.
They're girls. They learned everything they know about relationships from 15 seconds feminist toxic TikTok clips. They've no idea. I don't even bother dating anymore because this is women today. Obviously, it's not all women. But these women here are able to say these things because they're privileged. 90% of the industries that are keeping the world going are dominated by men. Why don't we see more women in those industries, since they think they can do everything? Why aren't they on the front lines? It's equality they wanted, after all.
I'm 28. I'm going to be 29 in April next year, so not that long left. Not that long left. I'm going to be 29 years old, and there is not a single soul on this planet who wants to be the love of my life. Where are you, please? Where are you? Because I'm sick of this. I'm sick of the streets. I'm sick of everything. At this point, I might just, I don't know, maybe change sides. What's going on, please? Tell me. What's going on? I woke up and I look at my phone. I don't have any messages. I've just realised.
You've just realized that you became invisible to men, haven't
Hey, listen, that's what they do. They want to go and give their problems to women because the problems that they've been giving to men no longer want to deal with. How would you think that would make a woman feel? How would you think that would make a lesbian feel? Oh, the man ain't going for me, so I guess I'll give you a chance. What?
That's crazy.
Anyway, you're telling them, oh, you're second best. I don't really want you, but it's better than the alternative of ending up alone. And I'll see if you can handle me. And surprise, surprise, they don't want you either. It's because you have a terrible attitude and a terrible disposition about yourself that they don't want to be bothered with.
you? That tends to happen when women stay in the streets for too long, throwing their value away, having multiple partners, going to the club every week.
And that's another thing. Like, women can use sex to get men, like I said before. But another thing is they don't understand that when you use sex to get every man that you got, bro, you devalue yourself because men value self-respect in women, bro.
The struggle they face afterwards is just their punishment for their poor choices. Nothing more, nothing less.
The reason I don't understand the term modern woman is because, like, the way men are using it, as if it's a bad thing. It's like, okay, so if you don't like modern women, then what kind of women do you like? Dead ones? Like, modern just means now. So the women that are alive, existing in the current, aren't we all technically modern women? I'm confused. And if you're going to criticize modern women, if you don't want modern women, what is the name of the kind of woman that you want?
Traditional.
Old-time women? You want to go back to the 50s and find a submissive wife? I'm just confused, right? So, like, are you making enough to support a non-modern woman? Because
Why are you putting yourself out there to be bought? That's why I understand. Like, women say don't look at us as objects and don't look at us like you could purchase us. But then you turn right around and say things that have a man, if a man don't have money, he can't get you. That's like he have to purchase you. Like, bro, if you don't want to get looked at as something to purchase, or you don't want to get looked at as a prostitute, why put yourself out there as needing a man for his money? That's kind of like tricking, baby.
know for a fact, the same men who are like, modern women do this, modern women do that, are the ones who also want a woman to pay for her meal. So,
yeah, you moderate.
To be honest with you, pick something. Pick something quickly, because you're teetering between a couple options. Pick one. Just pick something quickly.
Let's look at some of the ignorant comments from modern women. They want slaves, not women with free will. Modern equals a bitch that will slap you back. Exactly. They don't make enough money to have a stay-at-home wife. The name of the women that we want is a woman who doesn't use us and who respects herself before anything. And she is understanding. The opposite of modern women is traditional women. This might come as shock, but they actually still exist. They're just rather rare. They want women they can manipulate and submit to them. They don't like established, confident, successfully women, 'cause they're insecure. Well, to be honest with you, madame, they have already picked something, and it's not modern women. They've chosen to fly around the world to find wives. Someone who reciprocates, someone who listens, and most importantly, someone who's there for the good times and bad times. Men are avoiding modern women because they only think about themselves. It's not because they're afraid of their success.
Once you hit 30, no offense,
No.
why would a man go for a 30-year-old when he can have a fresh 21-year-old that men look at it as, oh, she's 30, which means she's
older. She's been ran through. She's tarnished. She's hardened by all the relationships, so she's lost her femininity because she's masculine.
That's what I'm going to ask you.
Men think about these type of things, and it's very unfortunate that women don't realize that until they hit 30. They want to be in their 20s and be like, oh yeah, I can fuck that guy, but they don't realize you're ruining yourself. And then you're trying to find yourself, and by the time you're 30, you're like, where have all the good men gone? Not to you, because you ran through.
Yep.
As a retired plus romantic, I'm now dating everyone and I don't care. I really feel like at this age, in our 20s, we need to just be dating, have fun, and be free from the shackles of trying to find our husband.
Bruh, I ain't gonna lie. Cameras, mirrors, anything modern women can look into and idolize themselves, fuck them up hugely.
Like, I really do feel like I'm gonna find my husband very soon, but in the meantime, I'm just excited for love because I know it's coming. So I'd rather just have fun and be excited rather than stressed out about one person when I can just date multiple men.
This is a question for men. What is it about the modern woman that rubs you the wrong way? And please refrain from giving me an answer that applied to how life was 50,000 years ago. Like today in 2023, what about the modern woman rubs you the wrong way?
So basically, refrain from giving me the truth. Refrain from telling me the truth, because I know y'all going to tell me what I already should know. Refrain from that. Give me something I actually want to hear.
Because in my head, you need the modern woman in order to survive. That's your partner through these economic trials. That's your partner through the apocalypse. That's your partner when it comes to raising these kids. You need more of an equal versus someone that's submissive. What is wrong with being in a relationship with a modern woman? And what is wrong with you being a modern man with a modern woman?
They don't want modern women because modern women don't care about nobody but themselves. They're only looking to get something out of that man once they're dating. They abuse and use the nice guy to fund their lifestyle. They have unrealistic expectations. They're combative. They aren't feminine. They don't understand what partnership is. That's pretty much why the passport bros movement exists. Dating for a man in the West is just a bad deal altogether.
So what I'm telling women is, do not, if you want a family, if you want a husband, do not allow yourself to get to a point where you hit that wall. You are 37, you are looking in the mirror, whatever age that is, and you see a different face and you see your youth going away from you and you start to panic and you can't find yourself. Depressed, anxious, and rushing to do something toxic to your body to compensate for that. If women just listened more to what people like me are saying, and your 20s, instead of burying in the career stuff and burying in everything else, you acknowledged the reality that what you have is going to go away. The fertility, the youthful beauty.
The problem is that there aren't enough 25-year-old men making $500K a year. Where, oh, where have all the good men gone? If a woman treated men like garbage when she was in her prime, then she deserves the same experience back when she's older. You can't tell women anything. It's all about fun with women. It takes them till about 45 to figure it out, and then it's men's fault. The last thing women do is listen, and do not get me started on taking accountability. When women hear this kind of message, they're upset by it. They're upset by the truth. They fail to realize that if they do not take this advice when they're in their 20s, the biggest upset they will face is when they're struggling to find a man.
I hate this whole healing and I hate it. It feels good. It feels amazing when you love yourself and you're doing so great by yourself and being just strong, independent woman, empowering woman. But at the same time, can we talk about how I crave to be cuddled? How I crave to just be can I just kiss someone? Can I just hold? Someone hold me. I need a big boy for my life. I just want to be held. And to be honest with you, like, I could go out and get that.
I guarantee you it's about 20, 10, maybe even 50 guys in her DM, guys she talked to randomly, guys she passed by every damn other day. At least 50, right? But none of them ain't good enough for her. So out of 50 guys, and she probably got 5 guys in rotation, so that's 55 altogether. Ain't none of them good enough to cuddle with you, or you just not good enough for them to take you serious. Maybe they probably is cuddling with her, but you know what I mean when I say cuddling. See, modern women don't want to come on the internet and tell the exact truth that they still got dudes that they fucking and sleeping around with, but they don't got dudes that's willing to commit to them. That's
And be like, let's meet up, let's go to Netflix and chill, and like, let me get it satisfied. But that's temporary satisfaction, and we are big girls, and we don't do that. We don't fucking do that. Because that's a waste of my time, that's a waste of my mental health, that I'm over here trying to battle fucking day. And it's like, why would I do that shit? And at the same time, I don't respond to people because I don't want to. So how the hell am I gonna find somebody if I don't want to respond to people? At the same time, I know that they're not worth responding to.
didn't I just say that? Didn't I just say that? 50, 10 to 50 guys easily, man, trying to talk to her. Good guys, probably regular Joes, nice guys, good guys, even bad boys. But I'm quite sure the bad boys get all the attention. The good guys, they just get left on red. See, they got options, man, but they didn't want to tell the truth. It's the option that they don't want them. That's really all it is too. Or they just come on here and try to just be a part of the sisterhood, but really they got a man that they seeing or a man that they sleeping with. They never not messing with somebody.
Until someone knocks on my door magically, God, and says, hey, here you go, Alo. Here's your man. Here's the one that's gonna love you correctly.
Especially black women and white women, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like they are the most ratchet women in this country.
And just like everything, and it's fucking hard. Us as humans need our little person, but I don't want temporary anymore. I'm done with temporary. I'm ready for long-term commitment, and that's what none of our generation is up for. No one. No one in this shit, especially where I'm at. The shit I've been through, and then it just makes me think about like how my sons, they don't have a legit family. I mean, they have a great family like of me, but I mean like they don't have the mom and dad in the same household is what I'm saying. And that sucks.
I don't know why they.
Do you hear yourself? Do you hear yourself? You just said what these men out here be talking about. You be out here playing and having fun when dudes be trying to take you seriously, and now you got sons, you got kids, and now you're looking and praying to God for somebody to knock on your door. Not gonna happen. It's not going to happen.
I think we live in fairy tale land, and the perfect.
Another thing about women, what they don't understand is they play so many dudes, man. They just put so many dudes to the side, kick so many dudes to the curb, to the point where, what do you think was gonna happen? Eventually, that shit was gonna catch up with y'all, man. You cannot be dogging somebody out for most of half of your fucking life, and then turn right around and think these men supposed to fucking pick you in the end. No, they remember that you didn't want to talk to them. They remember that you made them feel bad. They remember that you broke up with them for the good looking guy. They remember that you went on and hopped on to another nigga penis because he was bigger or had a nicer car to him. They remember all this stuff. They remember that they couldn't have no sex with a woman until they turned 30, 35 years old and had all the money, got their money and everything together, or they had to go work out in the gym. Men don't forget that shit, man. But they want men to just forget about all the stuff that they see on the internet, all the stuff that they do to men, all the stuff that men see other men going through, and they won't put themselves in that same situation. No, men are fed up. They're getting tired of it, man.
Man is literally going to knock on their door. Her needs, her mental health, her and her. No chance, darling. You have to learn a lot. She's now ready for long-term commitment, boys. Who's gonna step up and not be one of the short-term options she's used to? Said all that behind 6 filters too, but somehow that's okay for her mental health. A lot of these women who are preaching, they're happy being single. But this is how they actually feel on the inside. They have to keep the act going to keep lying to the rest of these women. Women like her will complain they can't find a man, and yet they ignore every single one of them that tries shooting their shot.
Facts.
The only man they're looking for is the man that lives in their minds, the man that they created with their delusion.
Men don't want to deal with combative women, especially the older that woman gets. If she's been a career woman or she's a boss babe, the more jaded she becomes.
And a man don't want to deal with the nagging, bro. The I can't go and hang out with my homeboys. I can't, just get tired of myself when I come in the house. I can't get away from the house for a minute because I just want to get a breather. You know what I'm saying? I can't ask for no food. You know what I'm saying? I can't take you out in the public because you know what I'm saying. You might, have, bruh. It's just all the stuff that you got to deal with when you dealing with modern women, bruh. And then you don't want to be like men, most men ain't fucking flashy and want to be out here just doing living extravagant life, but they want you to go out here and be living extravagant. You know, you got to pay your rent next month, man. No.
So worth up. I just got done with a walk with my girlfriend, and her boyfriend just broke up with her because of her age. He gave her no explanation, but said, "Look, you're turning 32 soon, and I know that's a undateable age, so I just don't want to waste your time anymore." Mind you, this man is 35 years old. Audacity these men have these days blows my mind. I am 31 years old, and my dating life has only gotten better. Ladies, do not be afraid of turning 30. It only gets better. You understand yourself more.
It's easy to say from a chick that's above average, man. That's easy for her to say. Everybody don't look like you, man. So everybody don't have his options like cute girls. That's another thing too. Like a lot of cute girls want to lie to mid and decent looking women. Bro, stop it, bro. If you an average woman, you want to go get an average man, you ain't got a lot of time because your looks gonna fade. All our looks fade.
And you know what you are looking for. Any measly man that is going to tell you that you are 32 and undateable is undateable. He is a walking red flag and probably has so many insecurities. Honestly, probably has a small day. So, peace.
So when a woman says, I will only date a man who's this tall and makes this much money, it's okay.
And it's funny how women can body shame. But if a man say he want a woman that's slim, he body shaming. But they can say he's small, you know what, and he height, you know what, or I don't want no big guy. I don't like guys that heavy shit. It's easy for them to say that. That shit just rub off just rub off, come out of their mouth. They just spread out. But a man can't even be nice about it and say, I want a woman that goes to the gym. You body shaming. You fat phobic. Come on, man.
Okay. But when a guy has a preference, he's unstable. Before you criticize the audacity of men, why don't you look at what conditions women have for men in order to date them? When bad things happen to women, they become wounded. When bad things happen to men, we become wise. That's why we age better. Women have a bunch of criteria, and it's fine. Men have one criteria, and we are somehow evil for it. Men like younger women. Deal with it. There is plenty of good men out there, but women won't date 80% of men. They all want that top-tier man, but he's not interested in settling down. Of course, the shaming tactic. If women's dating life only get better as they age, why do they keep crying about men ignoring them? And I refuse to believe that her friend only got dumped just because of her age. There's more to the story than she's willing to share. This woman is talking about getting hotter, but got this botched plastic surgery done to her face. That, in itself, proves that these women are lying to themselves. Someone who keeps getting hotter doesn't need plastic surgery to be hot.
What do you need from a man financially?
For him to hold it down.
What does that mean?
So what that means is
This lady here, 44 years old, talking about holding it down. I would not expect my mama to be talking like that. I would expect my mama to say, I need a good man. I need somebody that can protect me if I need something done around the house. I need somebody who can take care of me in case I mess my leg up. I expect women at this age to say stuff like that. I'm 37. I'm a little silly, you know what I'm saying? I still act childish sometimes a little bit, whatever the case may be. And I might speak in lingo and slang, whatever the case. But I'm a man, bro. I can kind of like get away with that. But you expect women to be more enduring, you know what I'm saying? More intelligent, you know what I'm saying? To speak more decorum, you know? But a 44-year-old woman tomorrow holding it down, bro, come on. Leave that shit to your daughters.
You know, as a woman, and I.
The dollar value of it. Don't give me the yearbook answer.
At least a minimum of 6 figures. Minimum.
Are you kidding?
I'm not kidding.
The funny part about it is that he laughed right in her face and she still just flew right over her head. She still don't get it.
I laugh, man, because I'm trying to keep it light, but
These females don't want a provider or a husband. They want a caretaker. She's laughing along not to cry. She said a minimum of 6 figures, like the guy that makes that much, is checking for a masculine woman who wants a traditional husband. This man was women's best ally, and they refused to accept probably the only person who was looking after their best interest.
Facts, man.
You can feel the embarrassment from that laugh. I'm not sure what man who's making 6 figures is going to check out a woman with 4 kids. This woman needs to wake up from her dream. This is the outcome of giving yourself away in your best. You find yourself paying the price at your worst. The struggle is just going to continue. This grandma has really hit the mountains.
This girl at work said something to me the other day, and I can't get it out of my head. Heard a baby around her. I was like, oh God, that's free birth control for me. And she's like, oh, that makes me think of my little baby. And I was like, yeah, I'm too selfish. I don't want kids. I have a dog. That's it.
And you expect a man to want you. That's the most best. That is the most valuable thing that a man wants from a woman. The most valuable. Women take that shit for granted. I can understand you might find a male here. You ain't gonna find men who want to be with a woman that don't want kids. Most men, masculine men, and men who want a legacy want children. So when women running around here like this woman, ain't she below average? I'm just gonna keep it real. I ain't that good looking myself. I can talk about myself. She below average, bro. If you below average and you don't want kids, good luck.
Enough for me. A couple days later, she's like, so you don't want kids, but you have a dog. Do you have a boyfriend or anything? I was like, no, I've never had a boyfriend. I was like, how old are you? I said 27. She's like, and you've never had a boyfriend? And I never really cared. But there's something about her saying that really hit me this time because I've never been on even 2 dates with the same person. Even guys I've talked to or hooked up with, they'll slowly stop talking to me, and then I find out they have a girlfriend, or they get into a new relationship a week later. And when I was younger and I didn't have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, I'd be like, it's because I'm fat. I used to weigh 320 pounds. I lost 160 pounds. It's not like I'm being hit up every day, every week, even every month with
That's cap. They put a woman like this. See, this is why men don't take y'all serious, bro. They put a big woman on the app and put a model, male, on the app. She got 4 times more likes than the top model man. So you talk about you don't get hit up and all that stuff, you're lying. Clearly, you and to look in the camera, like I'm looking in the camera, to look in the camera and tell people and tell men what we know to not be the truth. But you try to talk it and make it seem like it's the truth. We are appalled by that shit. Real talk. Men are not stupid. We know men want sex, right? Women offer sex, right? So if men want sex, we already know 80 to 90% of men are going to try to pursue women to get what they want. So when women up here will come on this internet and try to act like they don't get pursued by men, that's a lie. You just don't get pursued by the man that you want, or you want to play games, because a lot of women want to play games with men and make men chase because they think that's what a man's supposed to do. No, it's supposed to be reciprocation, man. A relationship work both ways, man. A man shouldn't have to be doing all the chasing, and then a woman don't show no interest back, but she expect that man to still want to stick around and be her friend and talk to her. No, it's not how this works.
People in my DMs or like messaging me on Snapchat trying to get with me. It's like no one hits me up. It's not even like I'm being selective with who I'm picking and like turning people away. It's just like people aren't coming up to me and I don't understand. Not like I have an issue with people like wanting to hook up with me, but if it tries to go a step further, they're like absolutely not, no. I don't want to just like hook up with random people that I don't know, so I'll tell people that I don't want
How you gonna say that when you just said you be hooking up? See what I'm saying? Just contradicting, man.
to hook up with them until I know them, and then they're like, well, you're approved. I'm like, I literally can't win. Why it's like hitting me so hard this time is the fact that she had the audacity to ask by choice, and I just sit there and I'm like, no, it's not by choice. When I was younger, I was like, oh, it's because I'm fat. Oh, it's because I'm fat. Once I lose weight, I'll have no problem. Now that I'm
It's definitely by choice. Because even the average woman thinks she's better than the average man, which is fucking sad.
like not fat, I'm just like, what is it? What is the reason? So now I'm gonna finish my energy drink and hit the gym until I can't feel my emotions anymore. Maybe that's the reason.
I'm 42, never had a boyfriend. The loneliness hurts. 28 and same, can't explain it either. Hyper-independence and introversion, maybe. But also, it's not like I'm coming across cute single men
What I
often.
tell you?
This is the struggle.
What I just say? This is what I'm saying. Modern women, well, not modern women, but most women. This is why your daddy selected your man back in the day, because a lot of women sleep up, and now they can't stop looking up to try to get the man that they want, but the man that they need is right down here. It's in their face every day. Walk past them at work, the one that treat them like a good person, the one that's trying to be friendly to them. That's your level right there. But they just this lady in the fucking message just said it. I don't see no cute guys. Look, man, let's just keep it real. The cold hard truth is that most women don't like most men. Men gotta accept that shit.
These feminist and so-called dating coaches don't tell you about. They tell you to date multiple people and explore your options. Oh, and while you're at it, find yourself. This is the kind of advice they give these women. Everyone finds that person in a chapter of their lives. It's either they took them for granted, or maybe they wasn't focused on that. In some cases, many people find their partner later on in their lives. Many people are having the same problem, but it's only gonna get worse because many, and I mean many people today, do not want to be in relationships.
It comes in waves.
That's not true. Most men want most women, but most women don't want most men. And men have no problem with being in a relationship. And men have no problem with, doing the best they can, you know what I'm saying, and treating their women the best way they can. But women don't think the same way. Women have been brainwashed by older women, and that shit is fucking up a whole lot of women's mental, bro. That's why they traumatized. They ain't traumatized because of men. They traumatized because of their mama and other bitter ass bitches around them.
Most of the time, I'm okay. And then it comes and hits me like nobody's business. And honestly, I've been feeling like this a lot lately. It's love. I'm tired. I'm tired of doing it myself. I'm tired of being alone. I want to share my life with someone. I am just freaking tired. I want to be in love. I want to share my life with someone.
This old lady right here, just think she probably like 50 something. She had more pull than most men in the world. She can get a man right now, but most men can never get most women whenever they just feel like it. She can easily get a man at her age, but she's still playing these games because guess what? Women think they better than you, bro.
Some joys. I want to have my hands held. I want to be held. I want to kiss. I want to support. I want my person. Why is it so hard to find your person? You know, it's really hard when love is the one thing you can't force. You can't make happen.
Where is it? Where is it? I'm so ready, and I have a beautiful life waiting for the perfect man to show up. But where is he? I'm 53, and I just can't believe that I'm sitting here, and it has been several years. I think it was over a year that I had a date, and then it's been several years since then. Where are all the good men that are ready and want to build a beautiful life together? Where are you?
Oh, no, thank you, Grandma. I'm fine. Thank you, though. She left them in the friend zone 30 years ago. Took her 53 years to finally realize the wall has been in front of her all this time. We are going to have a whole generation of these videos in 15, 20 years, asking the same questions. You want. Become the woman a man would want. Lost count at how many times she said the words, I want. Do the man a favor and don't find him, please. Think of it as loving him so much you don't want to make him miserable. Why is she so ready at 53 years old now? The men she's looking for was also ready in their 20s. What exactly was she doing? I really believe...
Right, just think about that too. This woman has so many options that she couldn't find one guy out of all the options that she had for 33 years. Just think about it. Matter of fact, 35 years. She's been fucking an adult since she was 18. She's 53. 35 years. And you couldn't find one man. Bruh, they don't like us like that. That's what it is.
These videos should be served as a warning for the younger generation. This is just the result of being a strong, independent woman for so long. Another thing that's hurting these women is the fact that they think they can find the perfect man. And that man just simply doesn't exist.
I'm just sad because I'm fucking Saturday night and I'm sat indoors on my own. I've got to go and pick my mum and dad up because I've got a fucking better life than me. No, I don't know why I'm so upset about it. I think it's...
Just think, look at this lady here. She has an example that she grew up with right in her face. Mom and dad. And she chose to go the opposite direction. Crazy.
If I text my friends and they're like with their boyfriends, and I'm like, okay, cool. Oh. I'm just gonna cry into my wine. I was talking to somebody.
And let me say this before I forget. And the sad part about it is the reason why they go through this and the reason why they dealing with this, all because they think they better than you. You, bro. You.
Dang.
Wow.
And do you remember at school when you used to say, oh, when I'm 25, I'm going to be married with kids? Well, I'm not fucking single. Do you know what worries me? I'm like, where am I ever going to meet someone when I just spend my weekends sit fucking bedroom?
You in a friend zone.
Because they're not going to run through the fucking flowers and sweep me off my feet, are they? No. And then I'm like, oh, I don't just want to go out for the sake of going out. Do you know what I mean? I'm fucking proud for a man. Because I wouldn't do that. But I'm like, where do I expect to meet someone? Hinge. Well, look what happened there. I just can't do it. I actually can't. I just feel sad for myself. Why am I crying? This is ridiculous. I don't even cry really. Like, I haven't cried in ages.
Until life hits you like a ton of bricks, then you be like that other young lady who just can't take it no more. And that's what men be telling you. At some point in time, take it from us because y'all be saying, y'all be sitting in the corner alone crying. Okay, well, you gonna be the same way. Y'all not gonna listen until it's you, and then you wondering why you crying. I can tell you, because you thought you was Superwoman, and found out you can, in fact, be beat.
I'll probably do a cry, to be fair. This is probably something fucking stupid as well. I'm just gonna go get in the shower. And I'm just sat here and I'm just like, why?
I'm gonna just be honest. You're all the way funky. This woman should not be chose.
Nobody want me. Why? Why am I not in a relationship?
I can't find a single reason why I'm not
married yet.
I'd just like to clarify that I am single by choice.
What up, TikTok? My name's Kristen. I am 30 and I am single.
I'm crying on and off for a little bit now, and I want to be a mom so bad. Like, I want to be pregnant so bad and grow a human. I just want to take care of. I just want to be a mom
Right.
so bad. And I just wish I could be one right now.
How old are you? Fun fact, she actually had a child, which it looks like she loves very much. But unfortunately, she now, in some of her videos, laments being a single mother, or maybe not lament being a single mother, but talks about how hard it is to be a single mother, but powering through it and loving her child. So I guess at least she really, really loves her child. But you made it hard on yourself because you're a single mother. Does that make sense?
21.
What do you think happens when women turn 30?
When they turn 30,
They become more well-rounded, they become more self-respecting, and they start to have a lot higher standards. The standards that they should have the entire time. They grow into themselves, and they start to meet people that are worthy of their time.
they start getting Botox.
No, they don't. What they do is start wasting more time on doing worthless shit and not spending more time on doing what they need to be doing and putting effort into the man that they should have been putting effort into before they turned 30. Now they up in age, they bitter, and they think they standards are something that a man who had to work to get his way up, they could think they could put that standard on a man who didn't have any type of, you know what I'm saying, um, standards or shit that he could bring to the table for girls to want him. But she had everything that she could bring. She had everything that she needed to bring to the table for that man to accept her. So they standards go higher, but they standards go higher for the reasons that for selfish reasons that they should have had the same standards that they needed to have in their 20s and then in their 30s. That makes sense.
I didn't get that.
BBLs?
Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
Plastic surgery.
Hell yeah! Can I interview you for a moment?
What's going on in your head?
Do you think there's anything wrong with getting Botox, BBLs, plastic surgery, the like?
No.
Okay, that was my only question.
One reason why you should never settle for less than what you deserve is because as a woman, you set the bar in every single relationship. Because you set the bar, you can have anything that you want. Know me, I'm a huge advocate for women getting exactly what they want and nothing less. If you want to know how to get what you want and you wanted to declare and claim everything that is yours from a place of strength, from a place of knowing and self-worth and deserving, I wrote all about it in my book, Hot Girl's Guide to Dating, which is coming out in September, and I'm offering you the first juicy chapter for free. All you need to do is send me your email address, and I'll send you a copy of the mini ebook.
A book to corrupt their minds even more. Should probably call it Hot Girl's Guide to...
It's a great way to build an email list and sell a book and get money, but you have to understand that these types of women are profiting. They're literally profiting off of your pain. Is that what you want more of? All right.
Misery. First of all, for a woman to deserve something, she's got to show qualities worthy of receiving such rewards. Many of these women come into the relationship and just think they deserve everything. They have no good character.
Yeah, man. The lady in the last video talking about some high standards, bro. You can't have high standards when your quality of a person, your quality, your standards that you should have had at 20, you can't have those same standards at 30, bro. Because I'm just gonna keep it all the way real. We already know a man's value increase, man, as he aged, and women's values decrease because men and women are not the same. We don't look for the same shit, man. We don't want the same thing. What the time it takes for us to get value, it takes time to get. We don't just get value up front. Women get value up front. So if you don't use your standards and you don't use your value that you have, the most the value that you have the most strength in using at a certain age, if you don't use that wisely, bruh, only thing you do is just decrease as you let because your value, you let your value diminish. You know what I'm saying? Your value diminish in time. Ours just grow. It's not a bad thing. It's just the way nature made us, man. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But anyway, man, that's the end of the video, man. I'm about to end this stream. Till next time, YouTube. I'm out of here. Peace.